Hello, happy Friday, and welcome to this week's Brent Futures Forecast Review. On Monday, we predicted that Brent prices would hover around the $85 per barrel mark by the end of the week. The futures are currently hovering around $81.50 per barrel to $83 per barrel, and we see an intriguing dichotomy between stronger sentiment in crude oil versus a shakier economic outlook. Trading activity in refined fuels remains heightened, and we now see a further signal of healthy demand for crude oil from refiners in the US. BP's 435 kilobarrels per day Whiting refinery is reportedly returning to full capacity this March, and Total Energy's 238 kilobarrels per day Port Arthur refinery is working towards a complete restart in the near term. With these noteworthy refineries coming back online, we may see a rise in demand for crude oil. In addition, the EIA announced on Feb 22nd a smaller than anticipated build of 3.5 million barrels in US crude oil inventories for the week to Feb 16th, which could further inject bullishness in Brent prices. Despite this observed rise in demand for crude, economic data is still varied in sentiment. Singapore has reported cooling inflation, while the Bank of Japan registered a further rise in prices. Moreover, China's Lunar New Year travel surged to a pre-COVID high, but Chinese 30-year government bonds have reached a record high due to continued nervousness about the economy. Manufacturing PMI in Germany and the UK has contracted further, and finally, the US Fed appears cautious of cutting rates too soon, with Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller commenting that he needed to see a few more months of inflation data to check that the economy was on track towards price stability. While there is an increase in demand sentiment for crude oil, it is being dampened by the uncertainty emanating from a chaotic economic outlook. The interplay between these forces amid still persistent geopolitical risk will be interesting to observe in the coming week, where we'll bring you a fresh Brent forecast on Monday. Until then, thank you and have a lovely weekend.